Good morning. It's good to see you. Anyways, so I'm back outside, back to work. Kind of want to go over a few things with you. This is going to be a math lesson, something to calculate multiplying and dividing fractions. So maybe you've already finished all of the chapter on geometry. Why don't you move on ahead and start working on finishing those worksheets in the chapter on multiplying fractions, which is the next chapter. So, but here we are, we're outside, and let me show you a few things. Look there, I set a trap in case I had any critters come to try and gnaw on my door. But look there, I finished up that door. It turned out okay. Let me turn it this way. Yeah. See, I put that new door on. There's no more holes in the door, which is good. And the color on the wood looks okay. Let me see. Yeah, I can't really smell fish, so that's good. Anyways, all right, so let's go out to. I had, by popular request, I had somebody want to see the barn. Okay, so look here. Thank the Lord, I got the barn up. So, well, I mean, it's a small barn, big shed. Anyways, parents, you can inform parents. Anyway, I got that for $250. Yep. And I decided that I would take it down. It was on sale at Fostoria Ace Hardware. Yeah, the Ace Hardware in Fostoria was going out of business, and they were getting rid of it. So they said, you could have it for $250, you just take it down. So a couple years ago, I went up on a Saturday with my dad, and we took this down. And so it's been on a trailer for about 2 years, and I finally got it up. So for it's got some problems, but it's for $250. It's structural, and it's in good shape. Okay, so let's go inside here in the front doors. I'll show you a few things. So instead of putting it up with all of the same wood, I used telephone poles. Yeah, I contacted CSX. I noticed the railroad was replacing a bunch of telephone poles near their property. And so instead of putting it up with the same corner posts that came with it, because most of the wood I used most of the wood that came from it, but it was old. And so I put it up with 6 telephone poles. And so, anyways, so the only difficulty, actually that wasn't really difficult, because I know a little bit of math. And so with the little bit of math that I know, I was able to re-diagram drawing my barn to the size of its original dimensions, and then doing all my calculations and placing of wood, I was able to put it up with telephone poles instead of some of that original old stuff. But here's the math problem for today. I'm going to show you something. So the last task that I had to do was to build these shelves. As a matter of fact, Jaden helped me build these, and he built the whole bottom platform here. He built this one and took care of all of those, cut those all, and then screwed those in. So that was his job. But usually I just do all of my calculations on my wood, and I know that up there on the top shelf, it's probably on the back side, I did a division problem, a fraction division problem there, in order to place that support. Because I wanted that support right there to be exactly in the middle between that board and that board. So I had to divide this distance by 2. And so I usually, when I when I do math problems and I'm working on wood, I just get my handy dandy Sharpie and I write my problems right on the wood somewhere. Anyways, so I've got a couple of calculations somewhere on the wood here. But I'm going to draw a couple calculations for you here. Right here on my wood. Okay. So let's say that I have that distance. And I'm going to say that that's about, well, 24. Let's say that's about 36 and 1/2 inches. And I need to divide it by 2 because I want to place that board right there, exactly in the center, so that I could provide good, strong strength to support all of those tubs and bins, so the shelf wouldn't just collapse. So back to our problem. 36 and 1/2 divided by 2. Now that's going to give me the center. That's going to give me the center of the distance. And so then I just have to center that piece of board right there. So I would put that, I would make that right in the center there. Okay, so in order to do that, do you remember what we said in class? I never divide fractions, I multiply reciprocals. All right, and so now you may notice something else that might make this difficult. You know, we have our another mantra that we say in class. What makes this problem difficult, and can I change it? So I am going to change this to an easy peasy lemon squeezy problem. Okay, so now if I run out of memory on my video here, I may have to do this in 2 parts. Anyways, so I'm going to go 36 and 1/2 divided by 2, but I'm going to multiply this and change this. Okay, so this is going to be